What is up, crypto legends? Last day of the year. We are going to analyze the charts here for Bitcoin, but we also take a look at some altcoins that I think that look very interesting for 2024 legends. How is everybody doing? Make sure to absolutely destroy that like button to share some love, show some support here for the algorithm, guys, and we'll be going right away straight into the comment section. Then we're going through the price of Bitcoin, of course. We'll be going through the altcoins that I think that could explode in 2024, right? We've seen some altcoins, okay? Some of them absolutely exploding, okay? We've got Casper. We have TRB, Teller, that has absolutely exploded in 2023, doing over a 30x, okay? Which is absolutely huge, just blasting through here, all-time high in December. The previous all-time high from the previous cycle, this went absolutely crazy. We're going to go through some altcoins, also the sectors that are going to be very important entering into 2024 and 2025 with the adoption coming, guys. And obviously the Oracle section is very much important for crypto. If you want to get real world data onto the blockchain safely, you need oracles. So we'll be going through some oracles. Of course, getting into Teller right now, it's like, yeah, come on, you know, it's already made a 30x in 2023. Of course, I do see some more upside potential. It can get very volatile to the downside as well. Overall, I do see a little bit of more upside on this one. So we're going to try and spot those good Oracle projects. Apart from Chainlink, which is one of my largest bags in my portfolio, I have added during the last 2 days a very important one, which I'm going to be talking about right away. Let me go quickly through the comment section and say hello to everybody, guys. Happy New Year, last day of the year. We're going to have that yearly candle close. Is it going to manage to get above this high over here? All right, the open of 2022, I don't think so. That is sitting at 46,200. Unlikely to see a $4,000 pump in the next coming hours. I don't think that is going to be the scenario. So we're going to go through the comment section and say hello to the community. We'll be doing some Bitcoin technical analysis. I'm going to be going through a few altcoins that I do see massive potential for the bull run that is coming, guys, that we want to get into those 30, 50x and maybe even more for the next bull run. It is very realistic. They are still at rock bottom levels and they haven't been pumping like crazy, such as Casper, such as Teller, such as many other ones, gaming industry as well. I've got one that I'm looking at. I've done a bit of research that looks very, very good and hasn't been doing some massive price action for the last few months. It has done a little bit of good price action. However, I do think it has massive growth for 24 and 25. So make sure to stay tuned right away. They're very realistic targets, very good projects. I've checked out the team and checked out their roadmap, their white paper, and everything points out that they have high potential and can have very strong growth, okay? So let's go right away here through the comment section. Happy New Year, Betty. How are you doing? Japan time is already 2024. Wow, Happy New Year. Aditya, thank you very much for joining, my man. Smash up the like button. Happy New Year. Let's go. Joanne, Trader PK, 2024 bull run year. Everything points out that yes, we are going to see some pullbacks at some point, but everything points out that most of 2024 is likely going to be bullish entering into 2025. So get ready for those pullbacks, okay? There would have to be something devastating happening in the world, such as the C19 crash that we had in 2020. However, that brought us the best opportunity ever. So if there were to be a big, massive correction because of whatever happens, make sure to understand that is when the ultimate opportunity comes, right? So let's continue here through the comment section. Wasin, Happy New Year. Lewis, I think we will see a huge run. Yes, very, very likely. Mark Dutch, my man. Show Andy some love hitting the like button. My man, Mark Dutch, thank you very much for joining. We've got one of the moderators here. Also Aditya, Mark Dutch. being the strongest one because he's been here already for a few years. Mark Dirch, thanks very much for joining the stream. Last day of the year. Felipe, my man, Happy New Year. Spin B, hello traders, Bots and Andy. Reza, Malina, Trader PQ, Glamping Project Tenerife South. Hey Andy, greetings from Paris with my family for Christmas. I'm back to Tenerife. Happy New Year, everyone. Go BTC. Illuvium, very good project. Very high market cap though at the moment. I do see a 10x, easy 10x for Illuvium. Very, very strong gaming project. That Zilliqa looks good for 2024. Also Zilliqa, I do see easy 5x to 10x on Zilliqa. All right, it's not one of those 50x in my opinion. Stratos, maybe 50x, maybe yes. Escape, The Matrix, how you doing? Right, who cares? Pump was happened. We say before. Bitcoin Bull, hello. Right, guys, hello everybody. Let's go right away here through Bitcoin technical analysis. Or shall we jump here? Bitcoin's boring. It's in a consolidation range. We can do some Bitcoin technical analysis later on. Let's go through those altcoins that I do see massive potential. I've done the research on the projects and they look very, very good. It is very hard because there's thousands of cryptocurrencies out there. Of course, when is the next meme coin that is going to do 200x? That is very much gambling, guys. It is gambling, okay? Bonk, massive, insane run over 100x during 2023. Pepe also did a great runner. Next meme coin, which one is it? It's probably going to be on Avalanche, maybe on Polkadot. I don't know. So it's a bit of a gamble to see which is the next meme coin that is going to make massive gains. But when we go deep dive into solid projects that do have a massive roadmap, they have been building up during the last few years. They're not only just a new meme coin that is possibly going to pump or not. We have solid projects that have been doing research, that have been building up and have massive potential. And of course, one that you have been seeing pumping like crazy, especially the last few weeks and also during 2023, that is Teller, TRB, an Oracle solution to bring data into blockchain project. Okay, so all the big businesses, institutions can use blockchain, providing real world data verification. Okay, and that's why we need oracles. This one went absolutely crazy. So I was doing a dive in here because I want solid, good projects, okay, that do have massive potential. Yes, layer ones, we can go through some layer ones. I've got some high risk layer ones such as Saito that hasn't done anything. I had an L1 solution here called Saito, very low market cap in between 10 and 20 million, and it hasn't done anything. I still believe that Saito could do very well in 24, 25. One of my favorite L2s was Metis. Of course, Metis, yes, Polygon, Arbitrum, absolutely wonderful. Metis has been a crazy performer, done over a 5x here in between November and December. I've already took some profits at the $80 level because I was investing heavily. This was almost a 5% of my portfolio, and I was very happy to actually take some profits because the profits were very nice, okay? And have to take some profits, no doubt. So yeah, L2s, huge. L2s are going to be massive. Metis, I think Metis will reach $300-400 easily, right? Which is very close to the all-time highs from the previous cycle in the next cycle. So it does have still, an easy 5x from these levels, all right? But however, if you would have been getting it at $10-20 during the last few months, all the way up to all-time high, that's over a 30x. Right now, I do see a realistic 5 to 10x, okay, maybe more, but staying realistic, I do see it, having more upside. This is why I still have a significant bag on the sidelines, okay? So L2s are really good. Cartesi, I'm not too convinced about Cartesi. It is a low cap, mid cap, L2. Not too sure about this one, but obviously L2s are going to be massive, and they're going to have massive growth because they're here to help the Ethereum, which is the largest blockchain out there with more projects built on them. It's not Solana, not yet anyway. It's not Avalanche, it's not Polkadot, it is Ethereum, right? Massive ecosystem, and it needs help. L2s are here to stay and they will have massive potential. So Metis was one of our hardest bets here, okay, which has had really good growth since we mentioned it, during years now. But over the last few months, obviously, just reminding, hey, L2s, they're going to be big. If you want one that actually does a 5-10x in the next coming weeks, that is Metis. It won't be Polygon. Polygon has growth, but not to make massive X's. So scrolling down here, all the categories, what we do know that Oracle solutions are extremely important to make blockchain a reality, for real use worldwide, whether that is businesses, institutions, you name it, right? For payments, for whatever. We need Oracle solutions. Chainlink, I have a big bag of Chainlink. I think Chainlink obviously will go to all-time highs and even go above $100 in the coming years. So I'm having that, for the future. Tether was one that I never got into. I think it's from the US, and it's actually overtaken Band Protocol. This was down at a very low market cap, and it has had a huge year, and it's actually overtaken for the last few weeks Band Protocol. I think Band Protocol is also, a good Oracle solution. They, a big project. They do have a great roadmap, insane team. They are developing still. It's just lagging behind. However, with a 280 million market capitalization, will it manage to do a 50x? Okay, going above 20 billion, 10 billion? Possibly yes. However, we got some other bets here. I was scrolling down and there was one that actually ringed a bell from a few years ago. This one has been in the industry for a long time, and that is Umbrella Network. I have been buying this one for the last few days, and it's actually been pumping quite significantly, okay? This one's at a 10 million market cap. I dived into Umbrella Network, and this one is an extremely solid Oracle for blockchain. The team is huge. The roadmap is huge. They are extremely active, and this one is an absolute baby. It is a 10 million market capitalization. It's all-time high. Well, the launch was at $2. Obviously, the launch of the token, huge, massive dip. Okay, we never want to go into those launches on the exchanges because they're likely to get a significant drop, especially if you're launching, okay, just round the bull run. Okay, when you get all of these tokens launching when between 24 and 25, you want to stay away because they're launching on the hype. This one is trading right now at 2.7 cents. I got in at 1.4 cents, okay, the last couple of days. This one is at 10 million market cap. Just to do a 50x from current prices, it has rallied, okay, during the last few months, no doubt. It was trading at 0.005 cents just in October. So it's already done a 5x, okay? However, it's still extremely small when you compare it to Tether, okay? Tether is already almost at 800 million market capitalization. If it were to get close to Tether, okay, which I think is very achievable, that would be 800 million market capitalization. This one is a huge Oracle project that I think is going to do extremely well. I bought a huge bag the last few days. It did actually pump. I did buy this one on gate.io, and as I was market buying, the price was actually pumping, okay? So it's still relatively low liquidity. You want to probably, get into some limit orders on the retracement, but you can see here the launch here was just round about over $2, during the bull run, okay? This peak high, the rally that we had in November of 2021, is sitting just under $1. Okay, that would already be almost a 50x from current price level. Now, no doubt this one has been pumping, okay? This one has been pumping quite aggressively already, all right? So I would personally think that this is going to get actually a pullback. This level of resistance should provide, some support. So if we do get that pullback during the next coming days, I think this is a great level to start DCAing into Umbrella. UMB as ticker symbol. 2 cent level, great buy. This one, all-time highs above $2. and it has massive potential. Oracles are extremely important, guys, for the future, for adoption, for all sorts, for, you know, payments, banking, you know, you name it, to get real world data verified into blockchain transactions. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. We are at rock bottom levels, massive double bottom. I mean, look at this, you know, absolutely. This was screaming for a bottom. This was the moment really to start buying in. No doubt you're bottoming out at this point as you hit these lows. However, still so much upside potential. We are at the beginning stages of a possible massive run in between 24 and 25. Any retracements here are just going to be a golden opportunity. If it goes beneath 2 cents, then I would be happy to DCA into this one, okay? My altcoin portfolio is over 20 altcoins at the moment. I'm getting ready. I'm selecting a few of them, and Umbrella is one of them, guys. As oracles, extremely important. I already have a huge amount of Chainlink. Didn't get into Teller. Band, you could arguably discuss. This one is quite good. The upside potential, yeah, maybe a 10x, but you need to scroll down into other ones that are left in the dust, all right, that you might think they're dead. And I've been doing a research on Marshall as well, not too convinced of Marshall, but Umbrella Network was the one that was like, wow, this is, you know, they're extremely active, you know, solid partnerships, and it's definitely worth the bet, okay? So Umbrella is one of them, guys, that I am betting here in between 24 and 25 to actually do that 50x plus potential. I've put several $1,000s into this one here during the last few days, and excited to see what happens. It's still at rock bottom levels. I will be happy to DCA into this one during the possible pullbacks that we might get, right, in the next coming weeks. So let's continue here. We've got Umbrella, guys. That is one of my altcoin picks that I've added to my portfolio. I haven't got many altcoins. Like I said, I've just passed the 20 altcoins, and Umbrella is one of them that I'm adding as a low cap with that potential, you know, plus 50x possibility. So let's go right away. Pac-Man, how are you doing? Thanks for joining the stream, my brother. Andy, Avalanche was at $12 when we were speaking about it a couple of weeks ago on live stream. It hit $50. What a crazy run, says Felipe. Yes, L1s, we were screaming first of all for L1s because we know the deal, right? We know how crypto works. I've been here for several years, over 5 years now. Got into crypto in early mid 2018 inside of the bear market, so it was the right moment to get in. I didn't get into the hype of 2017, and we realized how the cycles work for all of the cryptos. You get the Bitcoin run, supposedly Ethereum, which in this case was more Solana. Solana has kind of overtaken a little bit on, like, you know, the biggest blockchain, you know, smart contract project, which was Ethereum. It still is Ethereum. However, Solana got a little bit more of, you know, a little bit more advanced. It's a bit more new, you know, better, you know, speed transaction. So it's kind of overtaken a little bit Ethereum, you know, in this cycle for the moment. And obviously what happens next? Well, you get the rest of the L1s, you know, popping, right? And just a couple of months ago, we were like, guys, you know, it's going to happen. Bitcoin's rallying very aggressively. And in October, we were talking about L1 blockchain projects, saying Solana, it's going to run. Cardano, it's going to run. Avalanche, you know, Polkadot. So we were analyzing the situation here. You get the deal, right? On this famous descending wedge, right? In the case of AVAX, right? So we've been spotting, you know, those cryptos that have done, you know, 3, 4, 5x. And obviously Avalanche was one of them, right? That famous descending wedge that we were screaming here in October that it was going to break out. This is a bottom formation accumulation, and this is gonna absolutely pop. And yeah, whoever got into Avalanche, Solana, you know, Algorand, you know, they're making some gains. Some of them are doing a 4, 5x, some of them are doing a 2x, but overall they are making gains. Some a bit smaller, some a little bit more, such as Solana that did, you know, an incredible run since it was trading at the, you know, $20 levels. Since we talk about also, you know, from that wedgie structure. Let's take a look at some other altcoins, okay? Shall we do some Bitcoin technical analysis just to realize where we at, okay? Just to see what could happen. Now, if you want, we can take a look at some other high risk, high potential of multiple X's, right? Shall we continue? I've got 2 more altcoins here to provide you, okay? One of them being Umbrella, guys. I think this one is going to be massive. It's going to be massive because we need oracles. Once we get the Oracle DeFi hype, you're going to see Chainlink. You're going to see Telo, doing more gains. It's done already a 30x in 23, but overall I do see more upside. Band Protocol. And we scroll down here into the low caps and Umbrella. My goodness, this one is extremely solid. It's extremely solid. You can not only just create an Oracle blockchain, okay, an Oracle crypto, just like a meme coin. No, this needs a lot of development, a big team, big partnerships, and you cannot suddenly make one and suddenly next week is going to do 100x. No, you need these projects to actually develop during the bear market, and they have high projection, okay, for 24, 25. This is one of the bets, guys, that I am having for the next bull run. Let's take a look at Mohammed right away. Thanks for the super chat, my man. Happy New Year. Andy, do you still have me? Absolutely. I do still have me tokens. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Right, Mohammed. Hey, Andy. Who does market cap? Why does market cap matter? Because I noticed that I suddenly rises and falls back immediately. Please look at audio and atom. Well, market cap basically is the amount we create the market cap, right? If you buy $100 and I buy $100, then it's $200 more that goes into the market cap of that crypto. Of course, most importantly is the fully diluted, all right, which is sometimes very close to the market cap, right, which is the real money that is in the project, okay? Market cap matters. If you divide the entire market cap, okay, of Bitcoin in this example, with the supply, it's going to give you this price. It will give you the price of Bitcoin, okay? So you just divide that by the total tokens, right? The total cryptos, the total Bitcoin, and it's going to give you the price, right? This is why it's important. We provide the liquidity to make that market cap, right? The more demand, more market cap, more price increases. Let's go through audio right away. Audio, I remember seeing audio. Audio was one of the music leading industry tokens, crypto projects, right? It's in the music industry. What can we say about this one? What can we say about audio? Yeah, there's really not much I could provide here on audio. It looks quite bullish. We talked about the famous double bottom here on audio as well, forming this symmetrical triangle before the explosion. It did have a significant rally since you are forming this symmetrical triangle into the resistance of the double bottom, and it got the breakout. You would expect follow through on this one as you retrace. It's currently beneath this high, so we need to be a little bit cautious. Could turn into a failed auction. It is kind of turning into a failed auction. The moment you start getting above this, it will be looking pretty good. But overall, we had the double bottom right there, big neckline, double bottom, massive symmetrical triangle here formed during December, which was bullish. This is a bullish formation, right? You're consolidating at a resistance after a huge double bottom. This is bullish. This ain't bearish. This ain't a resistance that is likely to fall down. It is just building up for the explosion breakout. This one did get a really nice pump of 30% after the breakout of this symmetrical triangle. So right now, yeah, it is getting that pullback. We need to be a little bit cautious. It should, I would remain a little bit patient on this one. I mean, if you're DCAing, if you think it's a great project, I'm not sure if you're trading this or if you're DCAing, but it would be nice to see a little bit more of a pullback and a consolidation at this zone here that has been highly respected, which is round about the 22 cent, 23 cent here for audio. Would be nice to see a little bit more of a pullback. With all of the cryptos have had a good rally. If we do see Bitcoin finally at some point getting a corrective move, All of them will likely get a 10-20% pullback, okay? And that will be the moment that you're waiting for that bottom formation. These are the moments that you want to be bullish, right? When you start going sideways for significant time. So it's had a great rally. If you do get a pullback, 22, 20 cent level, and you start going sideways, this is the moment you want to be bullish as you're finding a bottom formation and you're likely to move to the upside. So it's a matter of being a bit patient here, in my opinion. However, I do see more upside potential on this. I do see more upside potential. You're kind of holding that spike here. Would be nice. All of this resistance zone from the symmetrical triangle formation should be maintaining as support. So yeah, not much more here to say on audio. We'll be doing some pure technical analysis on some potential setups on Bitcoin, but audio, yeah, we a little bit more of a pullback and sideways momentum for like a bottom formation. This is when we like it. This is the best moment to buy when you're going sideways, okay, like this for a significant amount of time. That is the moment you want to start scooping up some of that altcoin. I don't have any audio. Not sure if the music industry and crypto are going to be something very, very big. Maybe in the future, decentralized music, I don't know. Maybe yes. Atom, let's take a look at Atom right away for you, my man. Atom. Similar scenario here for Atom. Atom, we had that double bottom right there. It's not the best looking one. However, you did get that spike here to the downside. Not the best looking one, but overall, you see the double bottom. You see that kind of, consolidation into that resistance and finally getting the breakout. Atom, I think, is a huge project. I think it will do very, very well. One of the L1s. And yeah, it's basically a bit of a double top right there. Still in a very strong uptrend. Would remain a little bit patient on this one. You did get a beautiful bounce here on Atom from that resistance zone. So you did get that solid breakout right there. You coming back here to bounce as resistance to test the highs. And what happens as you test the highs? You basically creating a failed auction, right? Double top, right? Failing to break out. So yeah, it just after creating double tops, it ain't looking too great, right? But you did create one right there. You retraced, and then you got the rally. So overall, it is still creating higher lows, and it does have the possibility to actually come and retest that high again, right? Overall, it's in a strong uptrend, where the highs are being tested very, very, very shallow moves. Right there, shallow move into a double top, but you are in uptrend structure. You are maintaining higher lows. So as long as you don't get an aggressive move down beneath this low, it's still trending to the upside. So still bullish. It hasn't had the massive rally like some other L1s. It's just consolidating, very similar to Zilliqa. Very, very similar to Zilliqa. I think it's just building up for that major rally. Zilliqa was one that I added as well to my portfolio because I think it's an easy, 3-4x, right, in the next coming months, right? I'm in for the easy ones as well that have high probability, and I think Zilliqa, is one of them. It's just lagging behind. It's just growing very, very slowly. But for me, this is solid. When you see a crypto growing like this, it's solid. It still hasn't had the parabolic move, right? That's when you want to start thinking of taking profits, at least in the short term. Still looks very, very solid. We'll be taking a look at some Bitcoin technical analysis, guys, if you don't mind. ICP got the blast today. ICP the last few days, all right? This one, very, very strong project as well. I think there's going to be big institutions, behind this one. And it's just, yeah, it did form like a wedgie structure, that finally got the breakout, and it's just having that runner right now. This one has very strong upside potential. Yeah, this one's just breaking through those highs, and I think it can even go to $23 potentially. You got that next target zone. There's really not much here of resistance from this significant move back in March to May of 2022. This has Very, very strong upside potential ICP. It broke that descending wedge right there here from December, just a few days ago, and it's getting a pretty significant rally of over 50% in just a few days. So ICP, very bullish. I see more upside potential. You know, when it's parabolic, you know, it's sky's the limit, right? You know, just don't know where it's going to stop. Possible stop formation here for ICP will be that $23. You got a little lower high right there. Just really not much here to provide as resistance on ICP right there. Big accumulation. This is huge accumulation stage, and it seems like it's going to have a really good rally here in 2024 and 25. Very, very solid project. I did not add to my portfolio on ICP, even though it's I did do a bit of research and it looked very, very solid. Big partnerships, you know, you got big partnerships here, you know, big businesses that are partnering here with ICP, and you know, the upside potential is billions of dollars in market cap here for 2024. Never considered adding to, you know, getting some of this in my portfolio, but I do see this one having massive growth during 24 and 25. Let's go through Bitcoin technical analysis. What is Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin right now is in a small little uptrend at the moment, and it looks quite solid. When we do take a look at Bitcoin, okay, we analyze the situation. You might think, okay, this is in a ascending triangle, symmetrical triangle, or ascending one, right? You're hitting that base, or you know, that resistance zone of 44.5k. You know, is it ascending? Is it symmetrical? Well, it doesn't really matter. What you are doing here is that you are in a very strong uptrend with higher lows, right? Very solid uptrend. You are testing the support level, and obviously we want to short at resistance and we want to long at support. So, you know, this one did get a major reaction here. You wanted to stay extremely cautious with longs, manage risk after this major wick. You're at support, so you could actually be targeting here the value area high possibly in the next coming days. Maybe we're going to get a God candle here during New Year. We don't really know. However, we have been ranging here for quite some time, so it's very disturbing. It's very hard to know, you know, are we going to manage to move up here, or will we create a much larger ABC? Because when you do see here the highs, the yearly highs, you know, what is disturbing about this is you got the highs right there. You got a large move down with high volume. This was a very strong move to the downside with high volume. Then you get a three-wave structure all the way up to 44.5k almost right there in a three-wave. 1, 2, 3. Now the question is, you know, this is still very corrective. We are in a corrective structure coming from an uptrend the last few months. You know, is this a running flat ABC? Right, it's just finishing right there in this symmetrical triangle. Very much possible, and this is just going to blast through here in the coming days. It is definitely a possibility. However, usually ABC structures, right, usually come beneath the A wave, right? It's just something to take into consideration. So this is the disturbing thing about this corrective move, right? Is this the end? Is it a running flat? C has been very poor here. You kind of formed here, you know, many corrective waves, right? Not much intention. You are getting supported from value area low, you know. Maybe it is the time that is this is the end of the corrective wave. You know, this is support. You got higher lows. You got value area low. Maybe this, you know, this is the moment that Bitcoin does actually come here to try attempt to break out and create new yearly highs. Maybe go to 45, 46k. What we need to be aware, of course, in these corrective structures is it can do this. It can correct a little bit more. So that is what is complex about here. However, there are major opportunities in this range, right? You can always speculate that maybe this is the end. This is the value area low. It is support. You just hit that weekly level here, tapped it to perfection, got a major bounce. You know, it's a level to take into consideration for a long, probably targeting the highs. If you would prefer to scalp this range, of course, you would have to go to 15-minute, 5-minute chart and analyze, the situation where we are currently. So no doubt, local uptrend during the last few days. So yeah, you want to go with the local uptrend, right? The trend is your friend until it breaks. So these retracements are actually an acceptable, long position when you get the consolidation, right? So you are in a uptrend right there. So, will it have enough power to actually break these highs? You want to go with a trend. So obviously, breaking above previous day value areas. So when you take a look at the session volume profile and you take a look at yesterday's price action, we managed to get above today, okay, the previous day point of control and previous day value area high, right? This is a good sign, right? We're leaving, right, in the back, okay, the previous day value areas with this pump that we had today. So retracing back down to the previous day value area high point of control and getting a bit of a reaction. This is already good reaction right there. Sideways, boom, you come back down and test it. There's a lot of speculation right there that you can say, right, I'm happy to get into a long position here. Stop loss, give or take a bit of room right there because you do have a lot of support. Previous day point of control. You are in higher low structure, right? Uptrend structure. And you can speculate that this high is going to be taken. This high is going to be taken. So already Bitcoin in a local uptrend. No signs of this breaking down possibly. You are in the middle of the value area. You are in the middle. You have got supported. There's really not much resistance. So it does have the chance of actually rallying through here to test the highs. It is possible. It is definitely possible. Not much resistance above us here on Bitcoin. However, is there going to be enough buying pressure the last day of the year? Are people trading? Are people actually buying? We might be just ranging here, getting pullbacks, pump back down. Not sure if we are going to get several $1,000s of a move up or down. Maybe yes, who knows? Last day of the year, I don't think many people are trading. I'm not trading myself. I've been buying some spot cryptos such as Umbrella, guys. Umbrella, it's very, very solid. Very, very, very solid project. A long time since I've been doing some research, but we need to do the research on some altcoins. And I have been taking a look at this one and the white paper, and wow, this very impressive. Very low market cap, and I am betting on this one. Because you might think to yourself, okay, Oracle Solutions or L2s, just like L2s, I was not interested in having Polygon or Optimism in my portfolio. Yeah, I do see a 5x, maybe a 10x potential, but when you go to Metis, super solid ecosystem project. It was a baby, it was less than 100 million market cap. It was sitting at about 50 million, 70 million when we were talking about it during the last few months. I'm saying this one is the one that we want to get into. I am getting into this one. Really solid. Everything's, looking good. Team, project, roadmap, ecosystems growing. I'm getting into this one. It's a low cap and bang, exploded over a 5x during the last few weeks. So then I go to other sections, how can DeFi be possible in the world, right? In the real world, we need oracles. That's why Chainlink is going to be massive. My goodness, Tether is already going through $300. This one got a major pullback, TRB today, of, I don't know, it was just a massive pullback suddenly out of nowhere, but it's absolutely smashing it. Look at this. This is when you get overexcited, right? And you're using leverage. Hey, this is just going to go to the moon. Let's just get a 10x, right? Or 20x long position, and then whoop, wipes you out and then continues to the upside. This one is just, there is kind of a hype on oracles just by looking at Tether. This is breaking previous all-time highs. Tether is breaking previous all-time highs the last, few days. This was already breaking all-time highs on the 24th of December, 22nd of December. So, you know why this is happening? Because oracles are important for real-world data. This is important for the real-world businesses to get into blockchain, right? using blockchain for whatever, for anything. And, you know, when you see one of these projects, of course, Chainlink is like a solid one. It's like a guaranteed 5x, right, for the next, you know, coming months at some point, or coming years. I don't really care when that happens. It's just a slow growth, but it's a guaranteed one. This one will hit $100 at some point. And, you know, when you take a look at oracles, there's room for many oracles, just like L2s. There's not only going to be Polygon, there's going to be many other ones, such as Metis. So you want to see the really solid ones that people are not focusing on, because people focus on the large gainers, right? They get distracted with the large gainers. So this is why you need to scroll down and look at the low cap, mid-low cap coins. And DIA was also one of them. You know, I think this looks very, very solid. However, I was looking for a little bit of a more low market cap, because I know Oracle is extremely important for the future of blockchain, okay? For actually big institutions to actually use blockchain technology. And I remember about Umbrella. I remember hearing about Umbrella and went through the project, and my goodness, 10 million market cap. And it has such a huge, solid team. They are developing. The roadmap in 2024 looks insane. Big partnerships. And it actually is, you know, function, okay? It's actually working. So, I mean, I got to say, you know, if you want those big gains, I mean, for me, this one it's one that I am betting on, okay? It has pumped quite a lot during the last few weeks, but it's still a baby. It is still 10 million market cap. My goodness. You know, it's still very, very small. Let's see if we do get some pullbacks here in the coming days. Would be ideal. But even though still, it's like 10 million. It's just crazy, crazy low cap cryptocurrency. So anyway, diving through right away here. Let's go and continue. Agree, TRB is trades by some nasty bots. I'm staying the F away from it. Yeah, it's traded. TRB, possibly yes. There's a big hype. This could get a very, very nasty drop, okay? This ain't natural price action. I would expect a big correction, even though, you know, this has its own life. Not many altcoins have been breaking the previous all-time high, and TRB is one of them. So this ain't going to end up well. It ain't going to end up well in the short term. Of course, you know, during the bull market, I would expect this one to actually, you know, continue to the upside. But this ain't healthy. This ain't a healthy move. It's much more parabolic than the previous cycle. I mean, this is absolutely nuts. It's too crazy. So yeah, I would stay aware of this one. But no doubt, it is still an Oracle solution. It is still an Oracle for blockchain. And no doubt that oracles are very much needed, right? And this is why, you know, mid low cap coin. I mean, this is a low cap baby. I mean, I am betting big time on this. This could be, you know, the kind of life-changing gains that you can get. Gaming maybe now. Yeah, gaming also. I have got one gaming project that looks very solid. It is still a mid-low cap coin. When we do take a look at the different projects, guys, of gaming, then we don't need to get, obviously, the high cap ones. They are going to be massive. No doubt that Illuvium is, I mean, this one is extremely solid. Immutable X, of course, but they're already in the billions, right? They're already in the billion. And no doubt that gaming is, you know, over 400 billion, okay, industry, and it's going to likely continue. And cryptocurrency and gaming, you know, do attach very well, such as for, you know, play to earn and you know, all different things, NFTs, you name it. But I was scrolling down as well in gaming, and Star Atlas, you know, I think is going to be very, very huge game. Okay, it's right now at 100 million market cap. Star Atlas DAO, which is more of a utility token for Star Atlas. And it was scrolling down, and there was one that got my attention that I did see also what's his name? I can't remember his name right now, but he was talking about it several months ago, and I did a deep dive. And this is UFO Gaming. This has a market cap of 38 million, and it looks very, very, very solid. I've added this. It's the only I've got a couple of gaming projects. Sorry, and I've added this as a gaming project for the next bull run, because when you do take a look at the chart, it's absolutely crazy. Going to all-time high would be a 50x. Wouldn't be sure if it's going to reach it, but gaming is definitely it's definitely a good bet in the crypto industry. Gaming and crypto just works together really, really well, and UFO Gaming is one that I also added to my portfolio. No doubt it has had a rally during the last couple of months, October, November into December. Now December's getting a bit of a pullback, but this is the moment you want to start, DCAing, right? I got a smaller bag, not a big, such a big bag such as Umbrella, but it's one that I would be DCAing here if it were to get a bit more of a pullback during the next coming weeks, right? Because I think this one is very, very solid, team solid, the roadmap is really solid. There is big projection for 2024, and I think it's a pretty good bet. The selling pressure has got extremely exhausted here during 2022, 2023, and I think this one is going to be a big gaming project. So that is one that I added, and there is also one that I want to talk about, which is, I'm going to just throw it into you here, that I added to my portfolio the last few days, getting into this pullback that we're having. If it were to pull back a little bit more, just be happy to DCA. That is PRQ. It is Parsec. Okay, this has to do with analytics, okay, and businesses. And I think Parsec does have very much upside potential. Big team, great roadmap. They're very active. And it is a utility, okay, that we do need. So it's one that I added, right? It is time to add up some altcoins for the coming bull market, right? 2024, 2025, you name it. We are going to get those pullbacks. We need to be ready for them, okay? So I wouldn't just go all in on the cryptos that I'm mentioning, of course, but it's, where do we have PRQ here on analytics? It's already quite a big gainer for the day. It's up 4.8, but the market cap is 26 million. And this is what I'm interested in, right? Solid, good projects, great team, great roadmap, white paper. They have utility for the next coming bull run and adoption. And no doubt GRT as well, but GRT is $1.7 billion, right? If you want that insane exponential growth for the next hype bull run, maybe GRT can go to 5 or 10 billion, no doubt about it. But if you want to, speculate on some of them that can reach the 1 billion, right? You want solid, good projects. And I think Parsec, has definitely a chance to overall, maybe reach the 1 billion market cap. It is a very small market cap crypto. All-time highs is above $2. So, that would be overall just around about a 20x from here. But maybe it will smash that all-time high. The market cap all-time high was 200 million, still quite low if we are going to see some more money, pouring into crypto, right? When we do take a look at the total 3 market cap, right, or total 1, right, it doesn't matter, total 3, it looks, the growth looks very, very, very strong here for the next bull run, right? I would expect this possibly to go to, the all-time high on altcoins was just above the trillion, so $1.1 trillion. Easily it can reach the 2 trillion, in my opinion. Just around about double, staying realistic. Some people might think it's going to go to 5 trillion altcoins. Yeah, I'm staying more on the conservative side. The moment you start breaking this previous all-time high peak and going to the 1.4 trillion, 2 trillion, that is obviously the range where you want to start, thinking about getting out of the market, right? So, no doubt. Easy, another 1.5 trillion right? Which would be $1,500 billion into different altcoins, good projects. Well, maybe $500 million, $500 million to 1 billion could probably go into Parsec from that run. Okay. These movements happen relatively fast. Okay. So, it's no doubt when it's parabolic, you want to start taking some profits. If I would have had some TRB, I would have been taking profits here, no doubt, significant profits, just before all-time high. Just, not even 0.1% of the altcoins have reached the previous all-time high. So if I would have had some of this one, getting this parabolic move in September, October, yeah, no doubt that is already above a 10x. And I would be happy for taking, maybe even 50% of profits. Would have left some, but no doubt if I still had some, I would consider, locking some more profits, whether that is 20%, 30% from what I have, because it's just going absolutely ballistic. Legends, Ontology, also top gainer from today. Yeah, Ontology, interesting project. Teddles, how are you doing, my man? Thanks for joining the stream. Andy, if we break down this range of Bitcoin, does it make sense that a deeper pullback to 33,950, where a lot of liquidity is going to be taken? Yes, bullish sentiment. Are we too bullish? Yeah, this is the thing, no doubt. It will be very disturbing to see a breakdown from here, because you will be kind of breaking the massive parabolic runner. And no doubt, I've seen it before. You get these massive, huge candlesticks, right? That nobody expect, and it would make sense. For me, it would make sense to sweep up all of the high lows, right? All of the higher lows created. It's just a classic move. It's a classic move from Bitcoin, right? You got a solid uptrend. This is bullish, bang. You're wiping. You just wipe through those higher lows that you have been creating. And I think it is definitely possible. I think it's gonna, some type of deep pullback of several $1,000s is going to happen. And yeah, I mean, we really don't have much here on Bitcoin. When we do take a look at the range, and we're analyzing here the volume profile, I mean, there's a big gap here. Okay, there's just a huge gap. And easily at least to 37, 38K. The moment you start creating some momentum here, be ready, okay? Because when you have these massive gaps on the volume profile from price action of the last few months, there's just nothing to stop the price from this major rally, right? We know when price action moves fast from a consolidation level like this is fast price action. This was just 4 days. Yeah, it could take even 3 days or less to just blast through here, the 42K level to 38K. That would be already a plus $4,000 drop. And it's just, it would be something natural that needs to happen after this major rally. But, take it into consideration. There's a huge gap of no volume here, in between 37, 38K, all the way up here to the value area low of this trading range, basically, right? So when we do take a look at, this is basically value areas. You've got value area here, value area there. There's nothing in between this value area high and this value area low. It's just, it's building up, and it's just a classic empty gap that is just going to sweep up all of, sweep up 31, 41K, 40K, gone in a matter of a couple of days. There's no support. Of course, we're still in an uptrend. We might even claim the highs first of all. And then it's going to be very interesting, guys, because if we do create not new yearly highs anymore, but into, during the next coming days, getting here to the 45, 46K, before dipping beneath 40K, I would definitely consider something like this happening. We're just going to have to we'll analyze the situation in the coming days to see what happens. Let's take a look here at the super chats right away. Super chatos, hermanos, Arbitrum, 6x, 7x, ARB. Let's take a look at that right away. Yeah, ARB has had some really nice gains. It's done over 6x. No, it's done about a 3x, right? ARB is dollar. Let's see if we do have a chart here on Binance. Since the lows, right? Since the lows. I'm trying to find a chart here that has more data. Bitfinex. Anyway, Coinbase. Yeah, anyway, from the lows, ARB has had, you know, from 75 cents from the low. It's done just round about a 2x. So it hasn't gone up. I do see more upside potential here on ARB, okay? L2s are going to be huge. You know, L2s are going to have much growth in this bull run because Ethereum network needs help. It needs help because it's just very, very slow and very expensive, and L2s are the solution for the Ethereum network. So we need L2s, no doubt, because there's over 4,000 projects on the Ethereum, you know, blockchain, and it's just very expensive and very slow. And L2s is the way to go. Not really much here to talk about Arbitrum. It's just about to hit the all-time highs. So yeah, not much more to say here. 6-7x. Yeah, it does have more upside potential, no doubt. Let's take a look here. Be Nasty, thank you very much for the super chat, my man. First of all, before going through the super chat, you still in Sora Network? I absolutely am, but they have an insane inflationary stage at the moment. That it will go down because it is elastic. This is the good thing. It's insanely deflationary as well. So once the more demand comes in, then I do expect this one to get a massive shrink in supply. So Sora Network, yeah, it's just it got a very nice rally here during the last couple of weeks, but it's getting a pretty solid pullback. I was very much expecting something like this because they have token is highly inflationary at the moment, but I know it will go down once demand comes in. This could be one of the leaders here, blockchain projects, leaders in CBDCs. It's a very, very huge project. Baby market cap, 5 million currently. It was at 1 million just a couple of months ago. Still in this one, okay? Still in this one. Not much to chart on this, okay? When it has such an inflationary stage, there's really not much to chart, okay? It's in a very aggressive downtrend, and it just continuing down and sideways and down, little pumps. But this one for the future, this is a long-term hodl, at least 1-2 years on this one easily. So yeah, this is one of my moon bags for the near future. It might be even 5 years, right? I'm not thinking of cashing out this, even though it does a 10x from this. Not interested. Let's go through some analysis here. Guys, hopefully you're going to have a great new year right away today. I think a lot of people need to get dressed. They need to go and meet family. Me also. Remember, if you do want to trade, buy altcoins, trade them. You got Bybit. This is my favorite crypto trading platform. Totally legit. It has an incredible track record of over 5 years now. They're very transparent with the funds. You want to check it out, guys. If you're not trading on Bybit already, you got an incredible bonus with the link in the description, which is also giving support to the channel, but you get the best bonus that there is available once you sign up with a link. If you cannot trade on Bybit, like many countries out there, you have a possibility of using Mexi or BingX, okay? The best bonuses are also down below in the description. You only need an email and a password, and that is it. You can have here Mexi created, all right, in just a matter of a few seconds. Great way to support the channel, guys, for me to providing more education, technical analysis, good projects that could have high potential in the future. Mexi, guys, they have the lowest fees still for the moment, and they have hundreds of altcoins, just like BingX, okay? They're in order of my favorite ones. Let's go right away here and continue through the comment section. Algo will make millionaires, in my opinion. Algorand also, I do have a bag of Algorand as well. I know it's one of Mark Dutcher's favorite projects, and yeah, they did get a big hit in this bear market, but that would That was just only an opportunity. It was obviously they got attacked by the Security Exchange Commission, and obviously that brought the price to very, very low levels, even as low as the C19 crash back in 2020. This is like the proven level that, hey, we are beneath the lows from the C19 crash, man. You know, if you ain't buying at these levels, I don't know where you're going to buy. Yeah, my average buy was round about 13 cents. So I'm up almost a 2x on this, on Algorand. I think this one will, yeah, it will just blow your socks off at some point. You know, I do see this one hitting all-time high in the bull run. You know, all of the L1s, most of the L1s in the top 50, even top 100, they will blast through all-time high. Solana, Avalanche, you know, you name it, Algorand. And it's still a good 10x from current levels. As if we do get that pullback, it's at least a 10x, okay? So, yeah, a lot of people, when you put $1,000 and you do make a 10x, you're making 10K, you know, it's not life-changing gains. But when you start putting, you know, 30K, 40K, 50K in these projects, you know, I know a lot of people will not afford, but it's a kind of, nothing is guaranteed, but it's a very, very solid project, and it's just very likely to do at least a 5x from current levels. So you know the deal. When you're putting large sums of money in, you can make life-changing money. Of course, if you put 1K, you know, you're going to make gains, but not huge. If you want that high risk, you know, looking for 50x, you know, you only want to put $1,000 or 500 or 2,000. You're looking at a minimum of 50x. You know, this is then you need to go down deep the rabbit hole and look for projects such as Umbrella, right? I mean, Umbrella's already taking a bit of more of a move here. I did just manage to catch here. You know, I didn't do a video yesterday, but I did buy some here at the 1.4 cent level. Already up a 2x on this, which is absolutely crazy. But there's a bit of an Oracle hype, you know, just by looking at Tello. And my goodness, this one does have, you know, if it were to reach its all-time highs, this is around about almost 100x from now. It would be about 90x. And the market cap is just a baby. It's a baby market cap. I mean, there is, you know, really some insane upside potential for this one. 10 million market cap. It's just absolutely crazy, and it's a very, very solid project. You know, when you do take a look at the chart, it's like, my goodness, this is gonna blow your socks off, very likely. So it's worth getting it's worth absolutely, you know, putting something in your portfolio, no doubt. Right, let's take a look here. Can you check bugs? I think to buy some bugs. It looks like, that sounds like a meme coin. Bugs Bunny. Okay. Yeah, I mean, with altcoins, this one's one that was created here in December. It's, you know, this is a good thing. You launch and you've kind of moved down in a bit of a bottom formation. If you want to bet on a meme coin like this one, maybe this might be, I'm not sure if lots of bugs will turn to lots of bucks. classic meme coin phrase, right? You know, if you missed Pepe, have you missed, you know, Bonks? Have you missed, you know, the last meme coin that's pumped, right? Well, this is the one to get in, right? Classic meme coin phrase right there. Lots of bugs will turn into lots of bucks. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? You know, partnerships in 2024, sex listing, community events, more to come. Hey, this is, you know, it's a gamble, right? It's who knows? This might be the next 100x meme coin. And when you launch and you get a retracement and you kind of bottom out for the last week a little bit, there's really not much selling pressure. There is really not much selling pressure here. Okay, so it looks like it's kind of bottoming out a little bit, right? selling pressure since the launch. It was going down quite a lot, and now it's kind of stuck here at the 2 cent level. 24-hour volume is $5,000. If you're looking to put $1,000 into this one, you are going to pump the price if you do a market order with this 24-hour volume. I mean, it's on Uniswap only just yet. Once you get listed on the centralized exchanges, that is the roadmap for Q1 of 2024. If it does manage to get big community, big marketing, Twitter, YouTube, you get listed on a few, centralized exchanges, then you would expect it to pump a little bit. I mean, yeah, if you want to get into one, this is no doubt one of the moments, right? If you do want to get in, it's got a bit of a pullback today. I mean, if you do want to get into a risky meme coin that could make some insane gains in 2024, this is actually the moment you want to speculate on it, right? It got the launch in December. It's, selling pressure has gone down. It's bottoming out here a little bit, right? It's not the same, this runner to the downside than this, right? Selling pressure is getting exhausted. If they do what they're going to do, maybe get, a big, massive community. Centralized exchange launches in 2024. The marketing is going to be good. You're going to start seeing some big YouTubers talk about this, right? Maybe the next big meme coin. It has a chance. Let's leave it like that, okay? It has a chance. I wouldn't go too crazy. This could absolutely disappear. I would do proper research on, who's done this. Who are the guys that have done this, right? You probably can't even see their faces, right? This is the thing. Stay cautious. There's really not much I could say about that. But, right. Robopotamus, thanks for the super chat. Where do you think Me token could go to? How much Me do you hold? It's a really interesting game. Yes. How many meme coins, Me tokens do I have? About over a million Me tokens. And let's take a look at this one on the chart. Yeah, I mean, it got a really nice rally here during December. It got a really nice pump, doing over a 200% pump. No doubt. I mean, we do know who's behind the project. Marketing can be absolutely huge for the bull run, and the style is very much like Age of Empires, and he probably can do extremely well. I have some of these tokens because I did get into the seed, and I do think that obviously the people that are behind it, that they're gonna possibly make it explode. They're gonna make the game very much functional. The marketing is gonna be huge. And obviously, the token can have massive gains. So, yeah, I mean, there's not much to say. Obviously, this is the moment, no doubt. Look at the selling pressure. You want to stay away from a token that is in a very big, strong downtrend. But the moment you start seeing the bottom formation and the selling pressure is getting exhausted, you want to start thinking getting into this right there. It's getting a bit choppy right now, possibly a pullback in the coming weeks. It would be the ideal scenario, right? We've had the pump on many altcoins during the last 2 months. Maybe we are going to see Bitcoin getting a decent pullback, and that pullback on altcoins. And I can already tell you that is going to be the major opportunity. That is, the last pullback, okay, before you start, crossing through the halving. And, when that does happen, right, when we do take a look at Bitcoin, from the previous cycles after the halving, right, let's just go through here, the halving date right there. And this time is different because we've got a lot of hype because of ETF. But yeah, I mean, no doubt that those pullbacks before the halving, I mean, this was January, February, right? March, we had a special event here. This was the special event here to invest. I remember looking at this and saying, my goodness, I'm going all in. I'm going all in right now. And I've only had a few $1,000s to go all in because I was already quite invested here during 2018 and 2019. But this was the all in moment. Before the halving, after the halving, you know, it's not much of an event. You might get even a pullback after that. But overall, you're expecting a massive rally, you know, after the halving for 12 months on average, right? At least. So any pullbacks from here to the halving on Bitcoin, on some altcoins, are just going to bring a great opportunity, in my opinion. Okay, they can get aggressive. You just need to be prepared mentality. You prepare your mentality for it. Okay, I remember seeing this. You know, I bought so many of this, and then I was down 70%. I remember waking up here, you know, to my portfolio just getting absolutely drained with this last drop. It was absolutely insane. But what did I do? I bought more. I bought more of a bit of everything, and obviously that paid out, as I did take 25% of profits at this moment over here with this exhaustion, you know, distribution. It was just such an obvious distribution event. I could have taken more profits, but overall I did take, you know, over 25% of profits, you know, and we just need to read the charts correctly to, you know, realize where the price is getting exhausted to take those profits as well. So exciting times, legends, exciting times. Hey, could you check out Cello? Let's take a look at Cello right away. Cello right away. Cello, I have no idea what this one is. Let's go through here. TA on demand. Oof. Got a bit of a descending triangle breakdown right there. I mean, yeah, if this project is, I will take a look at it because it looks very, very nice on the chart. Build together and prosper. What? Scaling Ethereum. Okay, is scaling Ethereum with real world solutions, leading and thriving new digital economy for all. So there's emerging L2 protocol. Okay, so it is an L2 protocol. I will take a look at this. 410 million market cap. I'm not sure if I'm taking a look at the right crypto here. Yeah, it is. 53. No, well, apparently it has had some pumps. I'm taking a look at it out on Bittrex. So let's go on Binance. There we go. It's getting some pumps already. Yeah, this is probably going to be a... It's probably going to be something. It is quite it's a mid-cap crypto at the moment, Cello. 410 million. So it is a mid-cap. Very, very strong rallies here back in, you know, April and also September of 2021. Clear accumulation stage right there. So, I mean, just by looking at the chart, it just looks very, very nice. For this range to be accumulating levels. Yeah, I mean, it's no doubt whether we do get those pullbacks, the chart looks amazing. The chart looks amazing. So, you know, I have no idea about the project. I've done no research whatsoever. I would be willing to do a bit of research. So it's transitioning to an Ethereum L2. Okay. And there's room for more L2s, no doubt. The chart does look amazing. The chart really does look like it wants to, you know, this is just getting ready for, you know, the bull market. So any pullbacks from this stage, I think is just going to give us a great opportunity to DCA in. You know, the moment you start breaking through this high, it is forming a little bit of a huge, massive double bottom scenario right there. I mean, the moment you start breaking out the 93 cent level here, these highs, you know, this could go pretty crazy. It could go pretty crazy. So, I mean, the moment to buy, no doubt, is this massive round formation, right? Hitting this bottom. You know, when you see this price action at the lows, It's just like a, get in, because this is bottoming out here. It's finding a rock bottom level. It's already done a 2x from current levels. It might have, L2s are going to be huge. It is transitioning to an L2. Will it be successful or not? I have to do a little bit of research on this to see if it is a solid transition, right? Who knows? We'll do a bit of research on this. The only L2 that I have is Metis, which has already gone through the roof. I would be happy to add an L2. I'm not interested in Polygon, even though I know it will do a 5x or 10x. We'll take a look at this one. Price looks very, the chart looks very, very solid. There's this pure exhaustion, selling pressure. This is just getting ready for a massive rocket here into 2024. So, yeah, it looks pretty good. Azam, thanks for the super chat. Looks very, very solid. Valerie, what do you think about BTC? Would it pull back to? What would it pull back to? Buy position. Looking at Bitcoin, I'll go through the super chat right away. I think if we were to go to 45, 46K, it's the monthly and yearly level right there. If we do go up there, I'm definitely considering a flat scenario here where you are going to get a decent corrective move. I just see all of these higher lows getting swept at some point. When we start to see the most strongest support level is at 38K. So 38K is definitely a zone. 37, 38K, give or take. Depending on the wick, you might just create a massive wick recovery and hit 36K. This zone, if it does maintain, that is a possible bottom formation here on the price of Bitcoin. If you break through that level, then, oh my goodness, 34K, you got a nice spike, that would be the bottom formation of this consolidation. It depends on how aggressive the move, but the bottom levels here for Bitcoin, if for me, if it were to hit $30,000, $30,000 to $32,000, that would be the ultimate best buying zone for Bitcoin if we were to get that pullback of $10,000, because it's the strongest support level here that we had in 21, 22. It's the strongest resistance zone that we have seen in 2023. This year, it's been the strongest resistance zone. I'm talking about the 30 to 32K level. I mean, hey, it would still be a pullback, right? It would still be a pullback. It would be a very aggressive pullback, but this would be the moment that I would start DCAing in very aggressively into Bitcoin again. It would be like, it's probably not even going to hit that level, but $30,000 range would be the ultimate great aggressive DCAing level. That's if we do manage to, break through 38K and 34K, sorry. So 38K and 34K, that's where we do have those, big solid consolidations, high volume nodes right there, okay? 37, 38K, 34K, got a big solid support from this reaccumulation stage. Bitcoin will have a hard time to try and break through this level, especially with the hype and, buying pressure. That's if we do hit those levels as well, okay? So, yeah, that is basically it. VMint and ALTCOIN, please. VMint, what is this? Let's take a look, guys. Hey, too many super chats, guys. We need to go and have, it's New Year's Eve. We're going to wrap it up very, very soon. But let's take a look at this. VMint. I will take a look at this in my spare time. Not today, likely. Very strong uptrend in December. My goodness. This was only launched a couple of weeks ago. This one's done really, really good. This one's done over a 10x. Yeah, the uptrend, no, not a 10x, but it has done a 5x. There's really not much to chart this. I will take a look. I will take a look at this. Enhance your market presence with Volumint. How Volumint works. Understanding project budget. Yeah, I'll take a look at this. But there's really not much to chart on VMint based on we haven't got it was just launched, okay, in December, so there's really not much to chart on this. But it's done a 10x here in the last few weeks. It's gone up massively. Very low cap crypto, okay, so there's just there's already 1 million, 1.5 million in 24-hour volume, so you can't see the market cap. It's still relatively new. It's in a very, very solid uptrend at the moment, so there's really not much to say. I haven't got much chart here to do analysis, unfortunately. It's just a relatively new crypto from December. Strong uptrend, building up, nothing too parabolic. I mean, there is a little bit of choppiness here with the highs. I will do some research on this, okay, in spare time. Won't do a research right now, but we'll take a look at the project, what's the roadmap, the team, and what are they, trying to solve in the cryptocurrency industry. Khaled, so we'll be taking a look at this. We'll probably talk about it in the next live stream once I do a bit of research. Let's, Kyle Coffee, how are you doing, my man? What do you think about Think BNB? Looks very solid. KYC, audit, liquidity locked, contract renounced, big partnerships next week. What's your opinion? Wow, Think BNB. Some new nice projects. Let's take a look at this. Think. What? So, why isn't there a website here on CoinGecko? What is the website for this? I'm not too sure about it. When was it launched? It got a major rally. So is it a meme coin? You got a guy in a black suit here. They got their Twitter. You should have your website here. I will take a look at this in my spare time. I mean, this one has had a significant rally here in December, the last few days. So it's only been launched a few days ago. Looks like it was launched in Christmas on the 25th. It got a major pump, getting a pretty decent pullback. I will take a look at this. We'll analyze. Think Binance Smart Chain. I'm not sure. I will take a look at this. Think Army will be ready when the BlackRock ETF is approved. Okay, it seems a bit like a meme coin, right? I will analyze the situation. It's down 13% today. Only launched in December. I don't know. I will take a look at it. Okay, I got a few altcoins here from you to take a look at. This one's Celo L2 for Ethereum, even though it's a mid-cap coin. I love the chart on this one on Celo. Looks insane. This is just buy. This area is bottoming out. Guys, thank you very much for joining the stream. Have an incredible day. Ending the live stream in a couple of minutes, guys. Yes, you know it. You know my attitude. I've got Mark Dutch being a moderator for over 2 years now. He knows when I'm going to end. He knows when I'm almost out. Andy's spare time. I guess he's not married. Very true, I'm not married. I got dogs though. Pac-Man, Mark Dirch, Aditya, guys, thanks for the insane support. Some altcoins that look very interesting, guys. You know them. Umbrella, oh my goodness. It looks very good. It looks good. It looks very, very solid. Umbrella, guys, developing the team. I was thinking, oh my goodness. If there is another one that I want to add, it has to be this one. 10 million market cap, Oracle solution. You name it, it's already gone to 11 million right now as we speak on the live stream. I don't want people to FOMO in, this could get a decent pullback. I think it's great to DCA at the 2 cent, 1.5 cent if it were to happen in the coming weeks and months, okay? We look at Tello, look at Chainlink, Oracle, so important. Baby market cap for those insane possible gains, guys. Thank you very much. We'll be back with more technical analysis, some altcoin projects. People are excited with altcoins. Bitcoin. Let's see if it's going to behave. It's a very disturbing moment right now. Is this the end of an ABC corrective move in a flat and we're going to go to new highs? Or as the ABC structure hasn't finished just yet and we're going to go beneath 40K, maybe 38K. Stay cautious, guys. If Bitcoin were to have a pullback, it is definitely not a bad moment to do so, okay? Because we've been rallying for the last few months like crazy. It needs that pullback. We need a healthy corrective move to start buying up some more Bitcoin and some cheap altcoins, guys. Thank you, everybody. Happy New Year. Have a great night. Don't drink too much. Don't get wrecked. Waking up tomorrow wrecked. I'm going for a swim in the sea with my CrossFit partners. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to have a few beers. I haven't been feeling great the last few days, but hey, it's New Year. We need to open that bottle of champagne. Let's make 2024 an insane year, guys. Let's see if portfolio is going to grow. If it doesn't grow and we get some pullbacks, no, it doesn't matter. Let's do some trading, okay? We'll be here to do some trading, down, up, whatever. Thank you, everybody. Mark Dutch, moderators, thank you very much. Have a great night today. Stay safe. And I will see you tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, guys. We'll see. See you later.